And welcome back, picking where we left off last time in Xeno Empire. We're at the bottom of round 171, where we have 7 decisions to deal with. Apparently one of them is going to be what to do with the quack doctors. Getting some research bonus, which is not bad. We lost some word score because our meritocracy wasn't as high as we wanted it to be. We got power plant completed. Synthetic fuel. Probably do... want to do... Well, actually, no, not synthetic fuel. We probably want to do, like, the core urbanization, not synthetic fuel. Tech-wise, we have metal soil. High-speed rail is behind advanced chemistry. Waiting for high-tech industry. We have vidcom. Don't think I need physical storage. Probably do want to work over to the robotizations. So, for example, mining robotization is 100% more. Well, it says double production. I think it's technically 100%, so it's plus 100%. So we have other yield increasers. It sums with them, not multiplies with them. But we do probably want to move towards the robotizations. So I think energy damage wouldn't be bad. Deep core mining wouldn't be bad. Let's do deep core. Sort of like synthetic fuel, but it's sort of a higher tech synthetic fuel.
Affirmative.
Not going to mess with the custom formations yet. Yeah. What we'd probably want to do is something like modify the motorized or something, but we'll post on. Quack doctors, yeah, you have my support to make sure that's minimized as much as possible. We failed, but if I hadn't given my support, this would have been a critical failure, so the support giving was at least valuable. It's a blessing. We'll actually say no. We don't like heart, we don't like corpse. We're not necessarily going out of our way to get those up. And we'll take the +5 fist. Double decision, demonstrators. Yes, we have the money, so we'll raise the opinion with them. Alienators are entering, so we can explain things. Yeah, we'll explain things.
Roger that.
Seems to understand the message. There we go. Oh wait, we got 38 political power. Construction-wise, I think everything would have finished. Yeah, solar panel finished, so if we want to continue building up solar panel, we should build it in the capital. But we'll hold off for the moment. Soil demineralization plant should be fine. We're getting about a half a turn progress a turn at the moment due to metal shortages. Oh, and we probably do... This is... Construction cost. Requires 3 machines per round. We've got another 4, basically 5 rounds on the thing, so we want some more machines. So let's go ahead and we'll use efficiency drive to generate some money. It wasn't a particularly high yield on the money, but better than nothing. And we'll use that to buy a bunch of machines. Maybe some metal if there's metal available. Yeah. So we basically got money and we immediately spent it. So we should have enough machines. It wasn't a big change in the metal, but we'll help a little bit with the in the plant to go a little faster. Once again, we got the squid behind us. Could use more mercs. Don't have the political power to get more right now, so we'll just go ahead and cycle the turn. Power cap, right? Yeah, we're at power cap. Okay. Fuel's going up. In 6 turns at this rate, it's going to start selling, auto-selling fuel. Which is probably where we want to be. We probably want to be at the place where it's auto-selling. Food's going up, which is good to see. At some point, we probably do want to improve the logistics here. Because we're making... Wow, nothing's being delivered. That's a problem. We do have a shipping route. Last I checked. Vandalia Bay. No complaints about it not shipping, so there should be shipping going on. Traffic signals. What's the traffic signal like? Okay, so obviously the main truck is where most of the power is coming from. Receiving from the bottom left, 20,000 truck points. Most of it's going out the southeast. Okay. So then the question is, how much of it is that we're actually using? Okay, so we're just bottlenecked there. We could use more truck points. We're not bottlenecked on the sea routes, we're bottlenecked on the land routes. So we're saturated there, and we're saturated up here in particular. So if I had more metal surplus, we'd probably be expanding the truck depot. Alright, let's try to cycle forward until we actually try to get some metal surplus. So this wouldn't be the end of the world. At some point we might want to ship, because there's a couple small islands out here, that if we could ship people to, well, ship mercs to, the mercs could just kind of have to camp out on the island and be pretty productive that way. If I had excess political power, which I don't currently have, but if we had excess political power, we do have one person we could try to diplomatically integrate. I think we're still on trying to protectorate them. And the influx of both troops and land would be valuable for this victory score. Steel land, round 172. We have 9 decisions, so we got a lot of decisions coming up. Oh, we didn't actually spend the BP assets to meet that. Whoops, I'm toasting the word score right now. You like me? Well, actually, we don't like mine anyway, so we won't generate. Actually, I can probably just accept the unrest. We'll take the unrest. Give an opinion boost up the governor. Reduce mind.
Copy that.
Okay, so we improved our ultralight just recently. Let's improve the light aircraft.
Affirmative.
These ones might now be good enough to actually be warrant using. Okay, so we're gonna have to. The director of the Stream Command Council is gonna have to be some
Yes,
people
sir.
improved. Because it looks like we're gonna be back to back to back, doing things that don't make him happy.
Yes, sir.
Order received.
Yes, sir.
Send random guys, send the logistics team, send all the logistics teams. I think we want some political power from this stuff, so just send the logistics team.
Roger that.
Okay, leaders, opinion-wise. I think we had, like, one that's really bad. That we don't really want to get rid of right away. Oh, maybe he did something to raise his spending, because 54 is not that bad. I don't think that was the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah, it was this guy, so he's up to 62. Still not the greatest. It's probably because of my word score dropping. It's one reason you want word to be decently high. It's because it's basically an opinion boost to everyone. Assets, demilitarization plant is continuing. I think this was the most productive turn yet, construction-wise. 53% production. Yeah, we're being metal throttled. It's all about the metal shortage there. Alpha production. Actually down. We were sitting around 160 before. Not the Foreign Affairs Counselor just having a bad day. Yeah, his opinion's down, so we need to raise opinion with him. Applicant Medal merit him, so it's gonna be bonuses. Try an official gift. Official gift should probably be the way to go.
Roger that.
Foreign Affairs Counselor is now at 100. Okay. So now that should make his opinion. Yeah, so we're up to 164. We'll give him a Shadow Diplomat. We'll see what it looks like with a Shadow Diplomat on him.
Roger that.
204 versus 303. So, 2 out of 100 results result in a success. The rest result in failure. You know what? Take a roll anyway.
Roger that.
Critical failure. Okay, made the problem worse. As I do. At some point we could just invade, if we're really just that fed up with failing. There's a lot of people there. Not high on my priorities list to rush, though. Now, we got a decent amount of industry. I'm not seeing any roads that necessarily need to be... Oh, those roads probably want to be upgraded. So let's... Seal. 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 Alright, seal all those roads. That didn't cost very much industry. But I do think it's probably helped. At least the local logistics in this isn't really much to help. Okay, so let's go ahead and cycle the turn. Construction's going to go down a little bit because we didn't buy any metal that turn. Though the metal buying is technically like 25 metal, so it's not a lot of metal. I suppose another alternative be a little expensive, both pillow power and money-wise, is we try to set up another transport route over to the island with all our metal. Apparently we got 900 metal piled up somewhere. So if we get logistics going for it, we should be able to get a lot more metal back across. Steel Land, round 173. We have 5 decisions. One of them is going to be what to do after the polymer armor, obviously. You want more recon? I will agree to that. That might not be the smartest thing to do, but I'll agree to it. Don't need gas-powered small arms. Might want to do high-velocity guns at some point. If I do ammo compactation, that's getting us towards the robotization quicker. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way I'm leaning. Yeah, we're gonna go that way. Okay.
Copy that.
Investigate who's causing it. We're likely gonna fail, but we'll roll it anyway, and we did. Critical failed.
Order received.
So right now we have one demand in front of us, which is improve our recon. So the easiest way to do that is to send out the spies.
Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that.
Okay. We do want a transport contract. You know, I'll just play the transport contract anyway. On here, what we're looking for is another landing zone. In fact, actually, I might play it here. We want a landing zone on the southern portion of this place. And then if we get that, we'll probably want to follow up later with a makeshift port.
Yes, sir. We're definitely taking gunfire.
Oh yeah, that wasn't for a mutual sort of surprise moment. We killed 2 subunits and lost a subunit, so that's actually not a bad trade. In fact, we've gone ahead and really given them a bad day. So unless they get to one of these 2 hexes, we may be able to surround them and destroy them next turn, which will make that annoyance stop. Okay. So, as is before, keep cycling the turns. Oh, and I've been forgetting about that purple mine. We should the purple mine soon. Well, I've never had any surplus political power, so we'll see if the situation can get better, and I can remember to spend it when I've got it available. Okay, so here we are, steel round 174. We have 5 decisions. Lost logical thought, gained engage politicians. Feeling camo has been discovered. Incident with lack of action. We don't actually care about mine, so we'll try to buff your opinion. We'll take the rest. The rest is fine for the moment. Nope, so you can be taxed. You want private assets to go from 177 to 181. That's plausible. Okay, that's farther south than I really want. That's farther south than I really want. That's farther south than I really want. Still, that's hostile territory. We want something in our territory. That would work farther south than we'd want. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. No. No. Let's do that one. And then we want to embark from our capital, which is that one. And we're going to do 1,000 logistical points for 16 rounds. Spend most of our money here. Then we can get the ammo from the traders, and that leaves us basically no money. Let's do the peripheral mining before I forget. Yeah. It's either the peripheral mining or we can do the bureaucratic thing to get more money. And I think we're fine with getting more money right now. The other thing I can do is we're about to hit fuel cap, so we can just dump a bunch of fuel in the market and get 1,000 money for that way. There we go. That gives us some money.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
There we go.
Mission successful.
Got the squids. Squids have been caught. How close are we to completing the recon demand? Requested 6650. Oh no, they demand 6900 and we got 6650, so we do want some more recon. So let's play some more spies. Can't target myself, which is fine. We wouldn't want to target ourselves anyway. Let's get some spies in there. Spy there. Okay, that's our political power spent. This time, at least, we're going to get the ability to expand the rare metal mine, which then at which point we'll probably have the metal to continue expanding solar power. We need more solar power. And the mine is coming along. We're 3.2 turns minimum out. Though we're still running at about half speed, so it's really 7 turns out. We're 7 turns out from having the mine or the demolition plant completed. Yeah, apparently you weren't getting adequately supplied. Specifically with food, which is a real issue. Hopefully the logistics here, the new shipping route will help with that. Yeah, we got 10k metal there. If we get that metal moving, it'll be like a one-off load because we're only making 250 a turn. But if we get it moved, then that will help a lot in the short run. I didn't send the colonists. I should send the colonists. Or stop recruiting them. One of the two. We don't really need to stockpile colonists. Round 175, we have 3 decisions. One of which is probably time to deal with Roman thieves. And what to do for next develop project. Yeah, so develop, we just did ultralight, we just did light into medium next. Medium one engine.
Affirmative.
Got full support to deal with that. And obviously we triggered the mine expansion. So there's the mine expansion. Then Maritime Trading House, we did just set up a trade route, transport route, so let's set up the makeshift port to go with it.
Affirmative.
And then we have the money. We don't have the political power for the efficiency drive. I was about to say, if we have it, we should do the efficiency drive. And we'll set up the commercial project if we got a place for that.
Roger that.
Okay. No, we don't want to start a war with them yet. We just want to take some territory. And the Mercs obviously have no problems with doing aggressive maneuvers up there. A little low on food. I think the food issue is actually more to do with shipping. So yeah, we're sort of suffering from not being able to get the metal in, which is somewhat a problem. We can't sell our petrol. Petrol is too cheap. Buy all the metal. It's not going to make a big difference, but we'll buy all the metal. And the rare metal is actually almost as cheap as the metal, so we'll go ahead and sell off a bunch of that. It's a decent payday. And yeah, I think when this demilitarization plant's done, because we are having logistical issues, I think it's the truck station upgrade I need to do next. As much as I want to keep expanding the demilitarization plant. Well, we have metal over here that I think we're not getting simply because we don't have the shipping potential. So I need the shipping between these two hexes, which it's truck or train. Truck or train, and we don't get the metal for train, so it's gotta be truck. And back to us. We have 6 decisions. Budget, we'll leave budget as is. We're probably going to want the Air Force at some point, but we won't want to pass up on it a couple times to get the cost down, so we're not spending a lot of little power for it. Investigate who is the author here. All our attempts to do meritocracy is just getting people killed, because apparently our governors are not the sharpest tools in the shed. Relationship increase. Get that report. Ooh. Who do we actually want? Zaphel. Regime. Zaphel. Merit Heart Government, Merit Mind Government. So Holy Planet is probably the ones we want. Definitely don't want Crusaders. Want to keep the Crusaders weak.
Roger that.
So if we have access to more metal to buy, and we do, let's buy as much as we can. I was on sale, wasn't I? I was on sale. That's the wrong one. Okay. Well, buy all the metal we can. And to recover the treasury, sell most of the fuel.
Affirmative.
In like 1,200-ish? 200-ish.
Affirmative.
Rare metal. Okay, so I screwed that up. Still basically got a little bit more metal back, which should hopefully be fine. Hopefully here we can finish up the demilitarization plant in a couple of turns, which will help with the metal output. Could use more mercs, which would require recruiting more mercs, to be fair. Don't need another peripheral mine. Wait, let's do some efficiency drives.
Roger that.
Let's get a big pile of money. Yeah. Then we can just buy metal. To try to accelerate everything. And then get the colonists deployed. Oh, at some point we're going to want to nationalize you, so we got the money right now, so we'll do it. And then the port's going to want 2,000 workers. Or some number of workers, so then we'll go ahead and dump half these colonists in as workers, and the other half as population. Okay, didn't quite manage to ship all of them, which will be fine. That should hopefully be enough to get the thing working. Why is your happiness so low? I in rest. I danger. Okay. Probably because I was not fixing the problems with it. So I'll pull those guys back for the moment. Offers a little more security. Then rest down. In practice, there's not much we're gonna see here. And there wasn't much we saw there. Back to us. Have 5 decisions.
Roger that. Roger that.
I think the only thing we haven't approved upon is the medium aircraft to this point.
Affirmative.
So that we have a much more improved fleet.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Major diplomacy-wise, we got cultural exchange with all 4 majors, I think. Looks like it. So these guys grew to Victory Pact. Actually, they're no longer wanting to. We could still maybe swing that one, but that would be hard. Hard swing. And all the other ones are just no factions in agreement with that. Got a decent amount of political power right now, so we're probably in the mindset to buy stuff. So we are, make sure we're on the buy tab so we don't sell our metal again. Buy all the metal. I do need machines, so we'll buy machines. And we'll buy the high-tech parts as well. The rest here is declining pretty quickly. Declined 12 points.
Yes, sir. We're definitely taking gunfire. Run! Run!
We got a decent amount of willpower, so let's actually just play the Xeno Diplomat here.
Roger that.
And what I might do is save the political power. We'll try to just integrate the Xenos on the next turn. The political power. Go quick double check. Is the petrol all good? Petrol's good. The rare metals are good. Construction is going. Could want it to go faster, but it's going as fast as it's going based on the metal. Which is why buying more metal helps. Once that's done, we should have enough metal production that I can just crack out the truck stations to get more logistics going. Tech-wise, we have plate engineering, is it? No. It's not prospecting optimization. It must be in the... Oh yeah, mining technique. We're up to 32 mining technique. Should probably take a break on that when we hit about 50%. So I'm going to do something else, like solar energy efficiency. Yeah, okay, let's cycle the turn. Yeah, and a lot of the game, difficulty-wise, is learning how to get the things you need quick and fast. Right now, apparently we have a logistics problem that I've been slightly ignoring, which is why I need to upgrade the truck depot instead of continuing to expand the mine. In fact, fixing the logistics issue may temporarily give us a shot in the arm of metal, because we've got something like 10,000 metal stuck on the other continent because we don't have the trucks to get it back to the capital. We apparently have the port capacity, but not the truck capacity. Okay, you can definitely do with more mercs if we want to keep pushing up that island. Seal around 178. We have 6 decisions. I have to deal with that bacterial outbreak. Yes, you have my support in getting dealt with. And even with my support, apparently we critically failed. So, don't really have enough health, don't really have enough enforcement. Well, that's basically telling me. Ripple Point wants to upgrade to his next tier city. Sure. Demonstrators will give you buy your stuff. We'll take a roll on ask them to join us.
Roger that.
I didn't get as many. Well, I spent some political power already, right? So just gonna get this lucky with getting as much political power. Take the roll.
Roger that.
Rolled 74 versus difficulty 163. Do not seem interested in our offer. Okay. So if we had enough metal, we could finish the demolition plant this upcoming turn. We're not going to have enough metal, but we'll buy what we can. Looks like we got 2 turns in practice left on it. So 1 turn remaining, but it's making half a turn progress a turn. And then coming back up to demands, we have demands to do more recon. So I should probably throw out some more spies.
Copy that. Copy that.
And then we'll cycle a turn. And we'll see if we've made any progress on the demoralization, which, well, I think we will need 2 more turns, is what we're looking at. And then we'll work on spending logistics so we can actually get this delivered back to the capital. Because, yeah, our food problem would go away if we had that food stockpiled, and our metal problem would go away if we had that metal properly getting stockpiled. And from our current points, we can see we have, or not current points, we want to see bottlenecks. Yeah, so the road here is saturated around about 100%, going through basically the port. Whereas our transport routes apparently aren't saturated. They could expand. And we got a port there. Got no government workers. We'll wait a couple turns and we'll probably nationalize the port and throw government workers, the colonists pull on it. Help a little bit more sea shipping. Okay, and this is probably where I should go ahead and put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow, because I'm planning on recording 3 more parts tonight. And in theory, I'm recorded about 8 days ahead, so by the time you're hearing this, I have almost certainly recorded the next stream anyway. But there almost certainly is a part up tomorrow, regardless of whether or not I record another part tonight. But I am planning on recording another part tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to keep recording. I'm going to try to record 3 more parts tonight. I'm just going to take a short stretch break between parts. And that's going to come up right about here. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. And we'll catch you all in the next part, where we'll deal with those 5 decisions at the bottom of round 179. So catch you all in a bit. Bye for now.